journey through time and history in the Berlin apartment. In today's demo, we shall see the different people and their circumstances as they each live their life in a fateful apartment in Berlin. We'll go from 1989, I think right before the Berlin Wall falls, to 1933, all the way back to 2020. Especially right now, this feels like an important game to pay attention to. A game that highlights individual stories of people in, shall we say, unprecedented times. This demo is a quick one, but it has me looking forward to the full game, and I'm curious, what are you doing right now to stay grounded in times that are also, pardon the phrase again, unprecedented? Let me know, and I'll share my response in the comments below. Enjoy the demo. I'm excited. All right, let's do English for the language and the voiceover.
Once, it must have been the year 1989. A guy named Kolya lived here, but he wasn't doing well. Day in and day out, always the same chores.
So, my dears, now I'll water you.
Oh,
Always remember, guys, if you have something that means something to you, never let it go. That applies to you too, Isolde.
Is Isolde a flower? A plant?
So, anyone still thirsty?
Everyone's, oh my god. Okay, I have such a cute apartment. Wow, alright, so let's go around and water some of these thirsty little plants.
And you, Richard, just as withered as I am. Us too, always waiting our turn, never making a fuss. Work in the morning, home in the evening. To hell with it. We're better than that.
Yeah. We are better than that. Man, I am getting my books wet. I'm not doing a very good job. Can I go up this ladder? No. Okay. Whoop. Oh no. Is that a puddle I spilled? Oh my gosh, I'm making a true mess of this apartment.
Yes, you too, Clara. What do you think? Who? Mirko? No, my disappearing housemate still hasn't reported back. His letter must be still in the mail. Sorry, the idea's just too funny for me.
My disappearing housemate, okay. Whoops.
But don't worry, I'm not like Mirko. I won't abandon you. None of you is dying on my watch.
Okay, so Mirko maybe
I
actually
believe
used to be
in
my roommate.
integrity and loyalty. What the? I think I'm seeing ghosts.
So it looks like we used to have a roommate, no longer. We seem a little bit bitter, maybe? I don't know if that's too
Eric,
strong
you
of a
little
word.
snitch. Did you see anything?
Oh, nothing here. Nothing at the window either.
Thank you, Eric.
Whoa. Mirko's escape plan. Wait, are we like behind the Berlin Wall? Okay, so now I am... What year did the game say we were in? It was like 1989? Isn't that the year the Berlin Wall fell? So I wonder if we're on, was it the east side of the Berlin Wall, and that's why we have Mirko's escape plan here. Oh my goodness. Okay, this game just got really interesting to me. Legitimately, I didn't read the Steam page description. I was like, Berlin apartment. I think I've seen like screenshots of it. It looks really interesting. I'm just gonna play. I know it's a narrative game. Okay. So let's read some stuff. So it says, Kurt Cellar, U-boat possible, Zeppelin around airport to the sea, water path, car. Construction of the state border, tunnel depth 5 meter, outer wall 162 kilometer, anti-vehicle ditch 192 kilometer, control strip sandbank 165 kilometer, guard road 172 kilometer. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, let's head on back and see. So I'm trying to remember from like just what I remember learning in history class about this time and of the Berlin Wall in particular. And I think one of the things I remember
There was
most...
something. Or am I seeing ghosts?
Yes, just 1 second. One thing I remember is that like tens, almost like 100,000, hundreds of thousands, maybe, definitely tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of people tried to escape and cross over the wall. And so that's what my roommate has done. But I also remember that very, very few actually made it across because of the things that we were reading on the poster board, where it was like there was the anti-vehicle sections, there was like the trenches where there were probably soldiers waiting for you. So all right, no translation found for, oh dang, I was hoping. And I'm just walking around the apartment just to look at the general state of it. Like, it's, the wallpaper is peeling off, like things are not going great. Oh, can I go up these stairs? Looks like maybe there's a loft with more plants, but I can't go up there. Okay. All right, let's progress the story. I'm just, I was just not ready for the context.
It wasn't a ghost after all. Something really did flutter in. A paper plane with writing on it. What is this? Airmail from the west? Hey, you there. Your orchid's head is hanging very low. So's yours. Do you maybe need some water? Or someone to talk to? Ah, there's a telephone number. And there's more. Greetings from the other side? They're asking if I need someone to talk to, Eric. Someone actually went through the trouble of throwing a paper aeroplane over the wall. Over the wall! Then it lands in the hands of the biggest loser east of the west.
Don't be so hard on yourself, comrade. At least you're reliable at consistently failing.
Oh, why is my fish so
Thank you.
rude?
Very empathetic, Eric. There's a phone number here. Do you know what that means?
Based on the area code, this number is from the other side. In other words, a fascist number. Calling it would be an incredibly stupid idea.
Thanks for the assessment, Eric.
Okay. And so the people on the east were told that
I never
everyone
knew
on
there
the
were so
west
many
were
ways to fold a
fascists.
piece of paper. I'm choosing this model.
In the propaganda
Looks like
that was
it's the
spread.
easiest. Oh, what should
Oh my
I even
gosh, are we
write?
gonna...
All right, let's see. Hello, mysterious stranger. Thank you for your letter. I'm afraid water alone won't be enough. At least, not for me. The orchid is not actually an orchid. It is, in fact, a toad lily. My old housemate left it behind along with me. No, I better leave out that part. Okay. Somehow, I now feel like I'm being watched. Who are you anyway? Best wishes, Collier. One side's turned out a bit wonky. I hope it doesn't affect the aerodynamics.
All right, well, nothing to do but to try. I think what's a little nerve-wracking is, if we don't make it, are we gonna get in trouble? Where's the best place to throw from? I feel like I had a much clearer view from... Oh, here we go. Throw.
Now, just to aim it correctly.
Yeah, I have to aim it a little high, because...
Goes.
Oh, dang it! Pull up! Pull up? How? Oh god! Oh, I see. It's airplane style, so we gotta hit down to go up. Come on, let's go, let's go!
Eric,
Yes!
we actually did it!
I wonder, now I'm
Dad.
like,
You've told the story already.
how frequently
Oh,
there was
really?
communication across the wall.
Let me think. There's more where that came from.
1933. All right, we're back. In time. Who am I? Am I the same person?
The telephone. That must be Esther.
Not available in demo. What? But I must answer it. Oh, here we go.
Joseph?
Esther?
I'm on my way now. Once I arrive, come down to the street when I sound my horn.
Must we? Really? I am old, Esther. And I do not feel like making such a long journey.
I know, Joseph, but we have no other choice. Take your time. I will be waiting. Have you packed yet?
I really don't know what I should pack, Esther.
Do not worry, Joseph. We made a list together, remember? It should be next to the telephone.
Yes, I have it here. Thank you, Esther. What would I do without you?
Pack your things. Until then, Joseph.
Okay, so
War
I'm
jacket, passport,
elderly.
lucky shoes, grandfather's pocket watch, razor, journal, and maybe my treasured camera. Where should I even begin?
Looks like we have a couple things crossed off already. All right, so I guess let's start back in the office. Oh.
Ruhe! Ruhe da oben! Ah, bringt man euch Dreckspack ein anständiges Laufen bei!
She cannot hear me. I've barely moved. Miss Hermann, she doesn't say hello anymore, but she's not above that sort of thing. A tidy desk is a desk that isn't being worked at. A tidy desk is a desk that isn't being worked at.
The
I
diary.
no longer have any idea what these keys unlock. This is not the right key. This one doesn't fit either. The key fits.
There we go.
My old journal. I stopped writing in it after this entry. The most painful day of my life.
So it looks like they're trying to escape before the wall has been fully erected. Help, please help. Why would no one come to my aid? I wish I understood German. 'Cause I have no choice but to leave. Just to be able to pick up on some of the the signs and some of the notes that are already here. But it looks like we are oscillating between someone who is trapped on the east side of the Berlin Wall, very close to its falling, but they don't know that. And then now we're in 1933, just before the wall being erected. Following someone who is trying to escape with
This
their
could
family.
be useful,
Oh,
but without the camera,
yeah, that's right. I need the camera. Do I need my passport? Oh, no, that's already there. Okay.
the keys to the cinema are inside. I don't know why, but I don't want to leave them behind, even if there's no longer any door to come back to. Just a few items left.
Okay, so let's see if we can find our... Whoop. Can I... I can't read it. Small bug in the demo. But I think a camera was next. So let's see if we can find that camera. I think passport was on there.
This table was already in the apartment when I moved in. It will also remain here after I leave. I've always thought about all those who have sat here before me, and those who might sit here after me. Esther, that must be her.
But I don't have my
Hopefully
camera.
no one noticed. I'll be down soon, Esther. Give me a few more minutes.
No, I know. Oh my gosh.
This little book holds the telephone numbers of my friends and acquaintances. So many of them have already left. Hello? To whom am I speaking?
Why are we not hearing
Is
this
anybody
voice?
there?
No! Oh my
They
god.
just hung up. This has been happening for a few
Oh,
weeks
we gotta
now.
get out. We gotta get out. Okay, I imagine that's the front door. Oh, where's my camera? I really don't want to leave without it.
My 1932 tax return. For once, something I won't miss. Ariane, a Russian Girl by Claude Annet. The adventurous Ariane leads a wild life beyond virtue. Men fall at her feet. She meets Constantine, and both of them try to stop falling in love with each other. Unsuccessfully, I can say that much. I always said to Esther that romance novels keep me young. But this has to stay here.
I wonder if it's more for a practical reason or because if you're caught with that,
cabinet
even while
of
you're trying to
Dr.
escape.
Caligari. To me, it feels like the darkness is taking over the canvas.
All right, so I'm wondering when in 1933, because I think that's the year we are in, because 1933, I think, is the exact year when Hitler came to power. And the fire we must have seen is maybe, oh, I forget the name, but there was a fire that happened that was like really, it was huge. And I'm trying to remember what it was called. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to look this up. Okay, so it was called the Reichstag fire, which was a fire. So it's called the Reichstag fire, which was a fire in the Reichstag building, home of the German parliament in Berlin. And this is just Wikipedia. And this was in February 1993, precisely 4 weeks after Hitler was sworn in as Chancellor of Germany. Okay. So this, I don't think was the same fire that we saw in the memory, but it looks like the memory was probably, like, if this person is Jewish, their business, their livelihood, which seems to be film and entertainment, is under attack.
There it was.
Yeah.
My cinema. Just the sight of it, it's still difficult to bear even now. All those years of everyone being entertained and enthralled. But where were they when it went up in flames?
Oh wait, I didn't examine the other
These are
stuff.
spreading faster than the Spanish flu. Esther must have parked somewhere around here, but I cannot see her from here.
Okay. Well, we're already getting harassing calls. I think leaving is the right thing to do. Whoop. But we gotta find our camera.
I could pack all the movie reels in boxes, but Esther has no space for them. We agreed on 1 suitcase per person. I hope the movies end up in good hands.
So much history lost. Okay, so there's the cinema, flags. Oh,
Esther's car. She's waiting for me. I must hurry.
Is that a soldier right there?
Die große Wette. This fantastic movie plays out in the distant future, the year 2000. It features the great Harry Peel as the Electric Man. What will the world look like in the year 2000? Oh, look. I shouldn't forget this lovely item. There's even some film still left inside. Maybe I can take a picture with it. One last shot. What will I photograph?
I think I will shoot this room simply because it holds, like, if I cannot bring all of the reels with me, capturing this
Wonderful.
room.
I'll develop the image once I've set up my laboratory somewhere. A trip to the moon. Thanks to Méliès, we could set foot on the moon for the very first time. What a sensational movie reel.
Okay. Oh my gosh, this is honestly a really... I don't know. I don't want to say it's not. It's kind of a like a challenging, emotionally challenging game to play right now, living in the U.S. Because I feel like we're in a similar situation.
My lucky shoes. Old shoes are always the most comfortable to wear, though they could do with some new soles.
Oh, another memory. A happier time. The opening, the grand opening, the ribbon cutting of Minerva. Oh, everyone likes to go to the movies. What a grand opening. Oh! The neighborhood loves my place. It's wild to me. Yeah. How heartbreaking that nobody stood up and tried to save the movie theater and help their neighbor. Fit that way. There we go. All right, we've got our one suitcase. Oh, come on. It's got to fit. There we go. Did I do an okay job? I don't know.
I'm taking my lucky shoes with me. I'm going to need some luck.
Yeah. I wonder if, Oh! No, oh my god. I didn't even... No! I want to find out what happened to him.
Dad?
Just a minute, sweetie.
I'm going downstairs. Okay?
Oh my gosh, is this
Okay,
the same
I'll be right
apartment?
there. Only this one floorboard now. What have we got here?
Ooh, this is making me emotional. What wall? What does that say? I can't read what that says. Oh, hold on. I could interact with this stuff.
This should be redone. Lots of little glass pieces. That's strange.
Martin was here. Wild Wild East. Donald Trumpet. Oh my god, yeah. What is that? HVG? The police?
I'm done for today.
Got some good art in here. That's all I gotta say. Trooperbrook. Wait. Wasn't there a game called Trooperbrook? Is this by the same folks? Reclaim Nature.
I'll leave this work by an unknown artist until the very end.
Yeah.
Maybe Lily will help me with the paint. It's pretty rotten. I wouldn't even touch it with pliers. Some things are like a silent witness to the past.
Yeah, it's funny because I think normally I try to talk more during, just playing games and demos and things, but I feel
I'll
like
just leave
I
everything
just
as it
need
is until
to
tomorrow.
absorb this.
Everything I find here kind of tells a story.
Not available in Temo. Wait. This isn't the same apartment. No. Is this the apartment opposite? Oh my gosh, I wish I could know.
Time to call it a day.
Like, I don't know if this apartment was on the east or the west side of the wall, and if this is the apartment that later on. No, that was it? Oh my gosh. Because I'm like, our first character was in a different apartment, but maybe that's just a room that's in the same apartment that we just didn't get to see because there were so many rooms closed in the demo. We've got some photos here. These two we recognize, the one with the plants, the one with the movie reels, but we have a couple others. This one is modern day. Wow, there's the theater. Wow. This was not what I don't really know what I was expecting. I was not expecting it to be an exploration of various people's stories throughout one of the worst times in history, but like very personal slice of life stories. And honestly, I think playing this game right now, gosh, when is it launching? Let me look at its Steam page again. All right, so here is the Berlin Apartment Steam page. It's by BTF and Byte Rockers Games. Really quick, what else has BTF done? Constance, that actually looked like a really cute Metroidvania. Trooperbrook, which was a game, oh my gosh, a long time ago that I played. That's absolutely wild. So it looks like their publisher and developer, and they partnered with Byte Rockers Games, who has done Beat Slayer, Catch Me. Okay, very cool. Also Constance in the Berlin Apartment. So I feel like we need to read the Steam page for this game and this demo. A handyman is tasked with refurbishing an old apartment in the city of Berlin, Germany. In the course of his extensive renovation work, he digs deeper and deeper into the history of the apartment. Relics from past times turn out to be silent witnesses and former companions of the apartment's previous inhabitants. With each new find, he tells his daughter the story behind this trace of a past adventure with its own protagonists. In its own genre, with a very different atmosphere, but always set in the same four walls. I really love this. Again, I feel like the content of this game is going to be highly important to pay attention to, but also I love games that explore place and space across time. And I think this idea of having this one apartment that has seen, World War I, World War II, the Berlin Wall, and then see that fall into modern day. And then, 2020, we know what's happening then. Another world-changing event with the pandemic, the rise of fascism and the right all over the world. It's kind of incredible that this game is coming out now. So I am really excited. It evokes games to me like, I would say like Edith Finch, maybe Little Gone Home, other games that take houses in particular and allow you to explore them across different perspectives in time. Wow, this is going to be, I think, really impactful and beautiful. I'm really excited. I would love to know what you think. And yeah, that's it for this video. It's a really short demo. I wish there was more. But really, you don't need too much more to really make that impact. And I think once you've left the impact, this is also a great demo because it didn't overextend its welcome or its stay. It did what it needed to do. I am hooked. I'm going to be playing the full launch. There is no release date yet, but if you'd like to keep track of it, follow and wishlist the game. Those are the best ways to stay loosely in touch and get the updates from Steam on when it launches, when it goes on sale, if the devs post updates via the Steam community forums and hub. And if you'd like to stay in touch with me, stay here and discover other indie games that are impactful and thoughtful and fun and emotional, please consider following this channel. And I'm on TikTok and Twitch as well. I am Kimchica everywhere except Instagram, where I am Jenny Wyndham. And I also founded and co-host with my friend Joel the game club Geeks and Grounds, inspired by coffee chats that we would have together about video games. It's a game of the month club where we play a game together as a community. It has a companion podcast that you can listen to. We have a community Discord where you can chat with other folks playing the game, and a newsletter that combines all of that, puts it all in one convenient spot for you to get in your inbox every week. And you can find out more about that at geeksandgrounds.com. But yeah, this was incredible. Congratulations to the team. I played Trooper Brook a long time ago, and it's really cool to kind of rediscover the work that y'all are doing now. So that's it for today. All right, bye.